Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Crystal at In-House Crafter, and today I have decided to work on this one. I have worked on it all day long and I thought, why not? I don't know, it's one of my favorite 14 counts, so we're going to work on that today. And the color I'm using is 402. I don't know what you could call it. Kind of like a pumpkin golden color, I'm guessing. Kind of hard to keep those colors straight. And I do have some music going here, so I'm trying not to have it so loud. But anyhow, how is everybody doing? Starting to notice the weather change here lately. We had warm weather today, but it's supposed to drop down in the 30s tonight. So, of course, we're still not going to run the heat just yet. I mean, it's not quite time for us to run our heat yet. I know last night after we got home from Bible study, I was extremely cold. I mean cold. And I was bundled up like a bear last night. I had on long pants, my long sleepy pants with some big woolly socks and a long sleeve shirt and an extra blanket on the bed. I was cold, but after I got good and warm, I went right off to sleep. So that was my night. Of course, today ain't been too bad. Of course, Bible study wasn't bad either. It felt good and comfortable in the church. We had a pretty good crowd turn out last night, and it was all good. I haven't heard from my daughter in a while. Of course, I'm not going to be home Saturday, so I won't be having a video for Saturday's stitch along because we are going out of town. My husband's stepmother side of the family is having a chicken stew, so we are going down there. Be down there all day long practically, spending time with her side of the family. It should be interesting because some of them people are a little out there for my comfort. Butler, will you leave that bag alone? I don't know what's gotten into him here lately, but he has been wanting to eat and gnaw on bags like crazy. Stop. He was asleep, and I was hoping he'd stay asleep. Now, maybe I got him to stop now. I will say this is turning out really good. I haven't really done much stitching this week on a lot of things. I've done more knitting this week than I have stitching, so. Of course, I've also been reading a lot too this week. I hope everyone will join me tomorrow evening for my floss tube number 2. I will be having it put up. And I didn't put my stitch glasses on, so every once in a while I'll have to pick this up to make sure I'm going in the right stitches. Oh, no. How did I manage that one? Well, that looks funny looking. I went plumb down here. That's not where that goes. It goes right there. This is like the softest canvas I've ever had. I mean, it could use a little, you know, resistant, you know, a little, you know, thickness to it, but it is like the softest canvas I've ever held. Now I'm having to use my guide here too because the Y's and the V's are in this same area right here where I'm stitching, and it's hard to see the V's and the Y's and the X's because they're the same colors, but they're different colors here when you go to stitch. So it's really confusing right now, making sure I'm not stitching over a Y with the V color here, which I don't think I am, but it's always good to double check your work here. Because you can barely see these two colors right here. These two symbols, you can barely see them. And the best thing about them is they're V's, so I ain't got to worry too much. And of course, you can hear Butler wreaking havoc, jumping up on everything. He's my favorite little pain in the butt. I'm gonna go down that one and then back up. I may have to get out that stitch frame that I recently bought to use with this one because it is too freaking soft to stitch with this one. Okay, that looks like it's going, okay, so it didn't twist, okay. Butler, get down. Get down. Come on, get down. What do you see? I don't see nothing outside, so I don't know what you're looking at. He's like staring a hole through the window here. Makes me a little paranoid if somebody was looking through the window here. you all might pick up the voices of my son. He is on game, so I apologize if you hear any foul mouth coming from him. He gets really excited when him and his buddies are on game together. I will say the music is very peaceful and relaxing. Usually when I play music like this, it relaxes the cats. And it gives me a moment of peace and quiet for a bit. Well, this one is slowly turning out the way I want it. I've got some black over here that I was working on because I was working on this candle, or starting to get it going. But there's too much stop and go with the pink in certain areas, so I decided to switch over today and worked on the inside of the lantern, which is right here. And it's starting to fill out pretty good through here and everything. There is a lot of graffiti part that I'm still trying to fill in as I'm going, but it's starting to take shape like I want. It's starting to look very beautiful. And so I hope to at least have this portion done soon. You know, I'd like to get these purple flowers filled in before long and everything. It's nice to see what certain colors make this pop out a little bit. So it's interesting to see how the rest of it's going to start turning out. So I'm hoping to see what else is going to look good on this. Well, I keep forgetting I got a short piece now. I ain't got a long piece here to be playing with. So what's everybody else working on? Has anybody got any special plans that they're working on for the month and their projects? Any specific goals? I know I've still got a goal set for my one horse and sunflower. I still have a goal to have it done before Thanksgiving, which now, you know, I may have to push it back until the end of the year. Of course, next month I've got all kinds of nice little nifty, you know, craft projects that I'm going to start. you know, just to have something to do. So I'm hoping to get those going. Be fun. Got to get my color sequence going for each one that I plan to do for my Christmas ornaments. So I figured, why not get them started next month? I think they'll look real cute. I would ask everyone, of course, everybody might think it's too soon. Has anybody started their Christmas shopping? I'm going to go ahead and answer for myself. The answer is no. I am procrastinating in that area. I see all this stuff that I want to get, you know, and there's never enough money to get. Of course, I see a lot of stuff that I want to get for myself, too. So, I know every year for my kids, they're horrible and picky. I wouldn't say horrible, but horrible to shop for. You know, very picky. So, I have went to doing nothing but gift cards. Gift cards are the way to go if you don't know what to get anybody. And in case for my family, they absolutely love gift cards. Because 9 times out of 10, they'll go online anyway and get what they want. Very few times have I actually went and got gifts for them, you know, the old way, fashioned way. But the older my kids got, you know, they were more inclined to want gift cards. So I'd rack up gift cards for them. Well, I do believe this yarn has had its fill. Alright, everyone. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I know it's a little longer than what I normally do, and I know it wasn't as chatty as I normally am, but usually when I play music, I just forget about everything and just go straight into stitching. So, I do apologize for less chattiness, but I did chat when it was needed be, I guess. Anyway, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and the bell, so that way you'll be notified of when my next video comes out. You can also find me on Instagram, and I have an Etsy page. The sale for it has ended for my products, but I will be running another sale, so keep a watch out for that notification coming through. I will announce it on YouTube when it's fixing to start. Well, everyone, until next time, happy stitching.